What's up, everybody? It's your boy Blackbeard, and I'm here with another video. Today we have Decidueye. This character just came out, so let's go get into the guide. This is gonna be an intense guide for what to use, what's the best moves, what's the best items, in my opinion, for the Pokemon. And let's get to it. Let's go start off with the Pokemon stats. So if you guys look at the Pokemon stats, the Decidueye stats, you can tell that he has very low HP scaling. His max HP is 5,152, which is pretty much tied with Greninja. His attack is decent, pretty good attack. It's okay. Defense is low as expected. Only 250 at level 15, so he's super squishy. Special attack is low as expected. Special defense is low as expected. Crit, decent crit, and cooldown, no cooldown, and lifesteal is decent at the higher levels. All right, so now let's go read Decidueye's abilities. Let's start with Long Reach. This is his passive ability. Deals increased damage to distant enemies. All right, so the longer you are, the further you are, the more damage he does. All right, so now let's go with his attack. Basic ability increases the speed of basic attacks for a short time after one hits. This effect can stack, and with every third activation of this effect, basic attacks become boosted attacks for a short time. These boosted attacks fire more quills, but the damage dealt by each quill is decreased. Got it. So it seems like the more he attacks, the less damage he does. But it attacks at a more rapid pace, which is, all right, that's decent. Leafage. This is his first attack move. Pelts leaves in the designated direction, dealing damage to enemies hit. For a short time after using this move, Decidueye's attack and basic attack speed are increased. So after Decidueye uses his move, it seems like he gains more attack speed. That's good, and it seems like he does more damage as well, which is also good. So this is actually pretty decent to kind of buff his damage and DPS output. All right, so now you could choose between either Razor Leaf or Spirit Shackle. Let's start with Razor Leaf. All right, Razor Leaf summons at level 7, summons whirling Razor Leaves for a short time after using this move. Decidueye's attack and basic attack speed are increased, and basic attacks can target multiple enemies for a short time. Okay, that's pretty decent. It seems like an AoE attack. At level 11, increases the basic attack damage the higher the enemy's remaining HP is. All right, so the more HP you have, the more damage you do. Makes sense. And then the next option you could pick at level 7 is Spirit Shackle. Charges power before using quills in the designated direction. Damage dealt increases the longer power is charged, but movement speed is decreased while charging. Typical. If this move hits after power is charged to the maximum, it can stitch enemies to the ground. The affected Pokemon receives damage upon moving a set distance from that location, and their movement speed is decreased for a short time. Makes sense. It's boosted is deals increased damage to enemies with low remaining HP. That's pretty straightforward. All right, so now we have his second set of moves, Astonish. This is his ghost ability. Deals damage to enemies and decreases their movement speed for a short time. All right, another kind of typical move. All right, Leaf Storm. Creates a tempest of sharp leaves, dealing damage to enemies it hits and decreases their movement speed for a short time. At point blank range, it also shoves enemies hit. Okay, when boosted at level 13, increases the length of time that the movement speed of enemies is decreased. All right, makes sense. Next move, Shadow Sneak. creates a shadow that takes hold of one enemy in the area of effect, dealing damage and decreasing their movement speed and defense for a short time. Also increases Decidueye's movement speed for a short time. At level 13, that move gets boosted with an added effect, which further decreases the enemy's defense. All right, so now the ultimate ability, Knock Knock. Don't like the name of that ability, but it is what it is. All right, so fires quills in the designated direction, dealing damage to enemies. The move ends by unleashing a particularly large quill that deals damage to all enemies it hits. This move deals increased damage if the enemy's remaining HP is low. While using this move, the Decidueye becomes immune to hindrances, but is unable to move. All right, so you already know that this move, this Pokemon, just off of that alone, you already know this Pokemon is Buddy Barrier. No questions asked. All right, so now let's go look at some gameplay. I'm going to show you guys how each move looks, what build I believe is the best build for Decidueye, and what's the best set for him in a high level play. This video will be talking about strictly high level play, because that's what I play, and I play in high elo, so we're going to go with that. All right, so let's go check it out. All right, guys, so I'm back. So let's go over the battle prep items that I use on Decidueye. For battle items, I use eject button. That item is mandatory. Decidueye has no escape, so the only escape you're going to have to save you to get out of any situation is eject button. Do not go anything else. You're trolling if you use anything other than eject button. Held items. So for my build, this is what I think is the best build for Decidueye. I think it's Muscle Band, Buddy Barrier, and Energy Amplifier. Now I know most people aren't going Energy Amplifier on Decidueye, but Decidueye does gain her ultimate fast, so this will just help you gain it a little bit faster. Also, Decidueye's Unite move does have a long-lasting Unite move. So how Energy Amplifier works, after you activate your Unite move for 4 seconds, any move after that is a little bit stronger. So Energy Amplifier will increase the damage for your Unite move. So that's it. This is my build, guys. So now let's go to the training area. All right, guys, so now let's start with Decidueye's auto attack. So when Decidueye attacks, she attacks normally, and what happens is, as she attacks, once she reaches her boosted attack, she gains increased attack speed, and she also attacks in a more rapid succession. So she's sort of like Garchomp in that sense, that when she reaches a booster attack, the boosted attack doesn't go away until she stops attacking an enemy or creep on the map. So you always want to be auto attacking because you want to be at your boosted attack as much as possible. Make sure you're at your boosted attack as much as possible. Next move is Leafage. What Leafage does is it increases your attack speed when you hit an enemy, and not only that, it also increases your damage after. So there you go. So you guys see the attack speed of the move is increased a bit. So you want to hit as far as possible towards the edge so you get that off, and make sure you're pumping damage into the enemy. As you guys can see, the move only does about like 469 damage. So next move is Astonish. So Astonish, what that move does is slow down the enemy, and it slows them down pretty significantly. I wish the slow lasted a little bit longer. I can show you guys a slow right now. So let's attack this core fish, and then It's a really big slow, but look how fast the slow goes away. It's not long. It's only for like a second. Yeah, it's only like a second slow. If it was a little bit longer, this move will actually be a little bit better and maybe even save Decidueye a little bit more. Maybe that could be a future buff. So that's the level 3 move. So if I recommend, definitely start off with Leafage, no questions. Leafage should be your first move, Astonish second, which you learn at level 3. All right, so now let's go level you up so you can get your other abilities. Let's start with Razor Leaf, all your grass moves, and Leaf Storm. All right, so let's start with Razor Leaf. So what Razor Leaf does, Razor Leaf attacks everybody within your vicinity. So as long as you're within Decidueye's vicinity, you will attack them. So when you use Razor Leaf, you attack everybody within your vicinity, within your area, and that's what makes the move very, very good. It does pump a lot of damage. It pumps. The only issue is I feel like you're kind of getting a little bit too close for a character that's the character kind of requires you to get a little bit too close for a Pokemon that doesn't have any escapes and is literally the squishiest Pokemon in the game, tied with Greninja. So that's Razor Leaf. Let's go over Leaf Storm. Leaf Storm is just a straightforward attack move. Doesn't do anything too crazy. Let me go lower the cooldown. Let me go turn on my cooldowns real quick. All right, cooldown. Yeah, it doesn't do anything too crazy. All it does is do damage. But if you guys can see while I'm aiming, if you go get at close range with this move, it will push the enemy back. So the push, is actually a pretty large push. But my advice is to never pick Leaf Storm. There's no purpose in picking Leaf Storm. That pushback is good, but if you're this close with a Decidueye, you're playing him wrong. You should never be this close with Decidueye. So if I push back the enemy, yeah, the push is good, but the fact that I got that close, I just put myself in danger with the enemy team. So that is Leaf Storm and that is Razor Leaf. Let's go show Razor Leaf one more time. So it's a cool move. Razor Leaf does help you pump a lot of damage. If this Pokemon had any sort of, I guess, movement skill ability, this Pokemon would be amazing. If he had any sort of mobility, Razor Leaf will be better than what it is, because in concept the move is very good, but because the character doesn't have any mobility, it makes it worse. It actually makes it really bad in my opinion, and pretty much unusable in high level play. So now let's go over Decidueye's ghost moves. All right, so let's go over Decidueye's ghost moves, and let's start with Spirit Shackle. So Spirit Shackle, what you want to do is pretty much a sniping ability. You want to charge it up and go ahead and hit the enemy. The longer you charge, the more damage it does. Also, anybody that you hit, it stuns the enemy. They can't move for a while, and when they can move, they're slown, and once they come out of that circle, so there's a circle that happens, let's see, if they come out of that circle, they are slown even more, and they also take extra damage. So let's go snipe this Ninetales. She comes out. All right, so that did a lot of damage, but you know, she's not leveled up yet. So if she comes out of the shackle, she just takes more. damage. So the next move, Shadow Sneak. This is a very decent move. It increases your movement speed, not enough to run away from the lights of a Lucario or a Talonflame or a Zeraora, but it's good enough, I guess. And when you use it, the closest enemy gets slown, so you could kind of use this as like a kiting move. Slow that run away, slow to reposition. You want to use this kind of as a reposition move and come out of it and then go ahead and snipe the enemy. I think this is the best build in my opinion for Decidueye because it keeps her in the safest range away from the enemy team that's trying to get her. You guys got to remember that this is a Lucario meta, so the fact that there's Lucario in the game, Decidueye doing anything is going to be kind of rough, so you want to kind of play accordingly. And then once you charge, just go ahead and snipe. So Shadow Sneak, it slows the enemy down. Not only does it slow it down, any enemy that it hits, their defense gets decreased, and they also get slown. So that is a very good move right there. Free decrease, does a little bit damage, etc, etc. All right, so that's the combo. You want to stay away, always stay a good distance, snipe, then run. Snipe, run, and just keep repositioning. All right, so now let's go over Decidueye's Unite move. This is the best move in Decidueye's kit, and it's on a decently low cooldown. So what you want to do is aim and fire. So the first enemy that this Unite move hits, they're the beginning effect of the Unite move is the only person that gets hit. So if one person goes in front of it, that's it. It's only hitting them until the last move. So the last attack, that last arrow pierces through all the enemy team. So that's what you guys want. It's another good sniping move. So he pretty much just has two moves that can snipe objectives and make sure that he's in a safe position to snipe as well. And that's it, guys. That's his Decidueye's Unite move. You wanna the reason why I think this is his best build is it keeps Decidueye as safe as possible. The character is just way too squishy to really be in the midst of battle. In general, Razor Leaf is the better move, but you just have to be way too close to deal with it. And because you have to be so close, I don't think the move is good in high level play. You will die. And because of, again, Lucario, Zeraora, Talonflame, there is no character in the game that can pill or save a Decidueye. There's none. Zero. You're not gonna be Elder Gods can't save this character from getting killed. Blissey can't save this character from getting killed. A Snorlax or a Slowbro can't save this character from getting killed. Why I say that? There is no ability in the game that can stop an extreme speed Lucario from not attacking the Decidueye. There isn't. This extreme speed is just too good. Lucario will get to the Decidueye for free. We all know you can't stop Fly. You can't stop a Talonflame's fly. It's not happening. You can't do anything about a Talonflame flying on top of the Decidueye, and you can't do anything about a Zeraora attacking Decidueye as well. Like it's just nothing you can do about it. All right, so that's it, guys. This is Decidueye. And do I think this Pokemon is meta? This Pokemon is a very fun Pokemon. If you're a casual player, definitely buy it. Casual players, they play for fun. So because you guys play for fun, this is definitely a worthwhile character to get, especially if you're playing for fun. Now, if you're someone that's trying to be competitive or trying to, you know, grind elo out and stuff like that, this character is not worth it. He has to get too close to inflict his damage, and because of that, there's like nothing this character can do, against against a team in high elo. Like, you're a sitting duck, and I would even go as far to say, if this character is on your team, you just turned your team, you're literally in a 10-minute game of a 4v5, because there's no situation that the Decidueye is decent enough to hold its own. Maybe early, but once mid and late game comes, it's over, because that's Lucario and Zeraora's and Talon's strength is at those rounds. So yeah, guys, that's Decidueye. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I do stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Time Zone. It's your boy Blackbeard, and I'm out. Peace.